Good morning! Happy Wednesday! I have an amazing silhouette card technique to try right now. This is Wednesday, and I always do a card challenge on Wednesday. And today's challenge is a silhouette card. In today's video, I'm going to show you how an ink blended background can really make your silhouette pop. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kristina Reese, and this is Creating with Kristina. I come live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on my Facebook page at 9 a.m. Central. And let's see, we have a few announcements before we get started today. First announcement is Happy February. Happy February. Oh my goodness. We have a February host code. Remember, this is the last month for Sale-A-Bration. Whenever you order $50 or more, you can choose a free item out of this brochure here. And when you use the host code, I also send you an extra little something in the mail at the end of the month. All right, and also I have a new card class going on right now. It's called Snailed It. Last day to sign up is February 12th. Some people were telling me that the stamp set is back ordered, and yes it is. However, it should be in by the time when you sign up and I put the order in, and by the time it ships here and I'm ready to ship it to you, it should be in. If not, we'll just wait until they get in, but they will come in, and really cute card class I have planned for you all. The last day to sign up is February 12th. All right, so that is it for the announcements. Last week's card challenge was a card sketch, and wow, we had a lot of people enter, and they were all so cute, and I loved it. So I want to go ahead and spin for last week's winner. Oh, look here, I've got Linda this morning. Thank you, Linda, for joining us, and Rhonda, good morning. Nancy, good morning. Linda Brady, and Debbie Spicer, awesome. She says it's supposed to be 82 today. Yes, it's going to be hot today. All right, let's spin for last week's winner. We've got quite a few here, and here we go. Carol Lindley. Congratulations, Carol. All right, I'll get that prize out to you in the mail this week, and awesome. All right, let's get started with today's challenge, and it's going to be a silhouette, and silhouettes are great for that dramatic effect in a card. It really, they're also very quick to make. I'm going to show you a blended ink background that really makes that silhouette pop, and I'm excited to show that to you. I am using two stamp sets today. I'm using this corner bouquet, and this is one of the items in the Sale-A-Bration brochure. So for a $50 order, you can get this stamp set free. I'm also using the Peaceful Moments from our Poppies collection. I'm using with excuse me, with Deepest Sympathy. All right, so we're using those two stamp sets today. Let's see, what else we got? Yes, Carol, you did. Congratulations, Carol. All right. Oh, hey, good morning, Debbie Parker. You know, I have 3 Debbies that entered the challenge. Wow, I've got lots of Debbies in my group. I love it. Let's talk about the supplies you're going to need for this card. All right, so our card base is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then we have some designer series paper, and this is from our Hydrangea Hill collection. Really pretty purples and blues. We cut this at 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. And I know that's an odd size, but I only wanted a little bit of the card base showing in the back. Then we have some black cardstock. Now this black is cut at, oh, I'm sorry. Whoops, back up. This DSP is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay, so the DSP is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And basically it's just just a little bit of the card base shows. The black cardstock is what is at 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. So 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. And we're going to be tearing off the edge here, about 1/4 inch of this off to get a torn paper look. And then finally, here we go with our white, and this is a 3 by 4 white, and we are going to be ink blending on this. So I'm excited to show that to you. Our inks that we're using, we are using Balmy Blue, Gorgeous Grape, and Misty Moonlight. So those are our colors we're using, and I just pulled them from the DSP. Whoops, come here, DSP. Yeah, I just pulled them from the DSP, so that was easy. That's it. So I love about Stampin' Up. Everything matches. It's so awesome. Hey, Tammy, how are you this morning? Very good. Oh, and thank you, Debbie, for sharing. Yes, we definitely want to share our card challenge so more people enter. So much fun. You are going to need blender brushes, and these are so much fun to use. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love blender brushes. Also, when you are doing a silhouette, you want your black ink to be really dark, so I highly suggest a Stamparatus, a stamp positioning tool, and dimensionals. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, and you'll want a grid paper here, we are going to tape our, let me get this in the mirror here. Okay, we're going to tape this down with painter's tape. And when I know it's low tack already, but I like to put it like on my skin and get most of the tackiness off so it doesn't tear the paper when I pull it up. And I am, whoops, let's put that back on there. I am going around with a 1/2 inch all the way around, okay? And that's why I said grid paper is helpful, because you'll get an even frame around the card this way. So we're using grid paper, and we're doing a 1/2 inch border all the way around. And let's see, where's that? That one's right there. Whoops, get up a little bit so I can see where I'm going. Here we go. And this last piece. All right, so I have taped this down, so I have a 1/2 inch border all the way around. Okay, so now we start the inking process, and we're going to start at the bottom with the light color, the Balmy Blue. Then we'll go to the Misty Moonlight, and then finally the Grape. All right, so we'll start with our Balmy Blue. And the way you do blending, it is so easy. If you haven't seen this, you just ink up your blending brush. Okay, get a lot of ink on it. Start out here off of where you're going, okay, to get, and then gently come in. Remember, you can always add more later, but you can't take it away. Okay, so that's enough for right now. Now we're going to go in with the Misty Moonlight. Okay, and we're just going to get a little bit in the center here. Okay, and you definitely want a circular motion. If you go, well, you can go back and forth, but just be careful when you're doing that, you don't get funny marks. It's just better to go in circular motions. And then finally, our Grape. All right, here we go with the Grape. Okay, and I definitely want some more Balmy Blue at the bottom. It's kind of light, so there we go. Awesome. Now for the reveal. I love, this is my favorite part. So you just take the tape, and when you pull tape away from paper, you want to pull the tape away from the paper, not into the paper. Okay, so away from the paper. And this is such a dramatic look. I love it. Okay. And, whoops, it's sticking to my fingernails. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, I love that. It is so pretty. Let me put my inks away real quick. Yes, Nancy, I'm telling you, these blender brushes make blending ink so much easier than sponge daubers. I mean, sponge daubers still have their place because they're smaller, but yeah, I do love the blending brushes. Isn't that pretty? Just that blue to that purple. All right, next step. We are going to stamp this in the Stamp-A-Ratus. Okay, so put this in here. And you know what? Okay, it goes right there. I didn't mark where I had it, or I taped down my first one I did. Okay, so, and once again, I use the painter's tape, the low tack tape, washi tape to hold my paper down instead of the magnet. The magnet sometimes moves, and I do not want that to move at all. All right, let me get my black ink here. And like I said, the reason why we're using a Stamp-A-Ratus instead of just a regular acrylic block is because you really want it to be dark black. This is a silhouette, so you don't want any ink showing through the black. And sometimes that happens if you don't get a good dark impression. Okay, so I've inked it up. See what I mean? Let me pull it up so you can see it better. That's kind of a light black. I want it darker than that. So let's get some more ink on there. Okay. Oh, that's better. But we're going to do it one more time. Yep, we're going to really make it dark. A really beautiful silhouette. Now, if you do not have a stamp positioning tool, a Stamp-A-Ratus, you can still do it with the block, but you won't really be able to repeat the stamping. It's almost impossible to line a rubber stamp or words. Words are really hard to line up to stamp over them a second time. But just do the best you can. But our Stamp-A-Ratus is 30, let's see, I think it's $49. So if you ordered this and another item, you would get a free product out of the Sale-A-Bration. So, yeah. All right, there we go. We have it nice and dark now. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. Okay. Pull this away. And put this away. And get this black ink put up so we don't mess up on that. And let's put our card together. All right. We are going to tear off 1/4 inch of this black here, okay? Now, the way you do that, so 1/4 inch, about that much, and the part you do not want that you're going to tear off and throw away or use on another project is going to come up, okay? And what, excuse me, and what leaves behind is the torn paper look, okay? So you can see the layers of the paper there. All right, so if you want to see the layers of the paper, you want to pull the piece you don't want up towards you. Now on the back of it is torn paper look, okay, and you can use this on another project. We have our card base, and I just fold this in half, match up the two corners here. Okay, then I just pull it back here. Whoops, y'all can't see what I'm doing. Here we go. Okay, and then go across like that. And use my bone folder to get a nice crisp edge. If you like using the, some people like to score it instead. And that's perfectly fine. All right, now this is a horizontal card. So we have it this way. And the designer paper. All right, we need to stick our designer paper on here. Isn't this Hydrangea Hill beautiful? Oh my God, all our paper is so pretty. Now remember when you're using the Stampin' Seal, you go across and then you lean it back and you flick it out. And that keeps that stickiness from getting gunked back there. Okay, and like I said, this designer paper is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. That way you just get an itty bitty bit of the card base showing. Okay, so we have that. Now switch this out. We have our black and we have our sympathy here. We're going to put, oh, careful. If your black is, when you do it 3 times, it takes a while to dry too. Hold on, I have a sanding eraser here. Let's see if I can't get some of this off of here. Oops. Okay, that's better. Oh, careful though, you don't want to bend your card. All right, yeah. Okay, let's... And my sanding eraser, I got from Tombow. It's a sand and rubber eraser mono. And that sanding thing, it just basically sands the paper away if you make an extra mark. But it only works with light marks. If you do a real, like you couldn't erase with sympathy. You couldn't erase that. That would be too much. Okay. All right, that looks good. And now we need dimensionals. Of course we need dimensionals. Oh, I'm glad you like the color combo. Like I said, it's so easy. Stampin' Up! Makes color combinations for us, and you don't even have to think about it. You just grab what's in the designer paper, and you are good to go. Okay. And here we go. And that's going to go there. And one last thing. Okay, we've got that up on dimensionals, but we need a little something else, and we are going to use some, these are the resin dots that come with Playful Patterns. I love it. All right, let's do these medium-sized ones. And we'll put one up here in the white so you can see it, and then a couple down here in the blue. Put one here and one there. That works. All right, and we're done. Isn't that beautiful? So your challenge is to do a silhouette. And remember, when you ink multiple times, it takes a little longer to dry, and I forgot to think about that, and I stuck my finger in there and got ink everywhere. But use a heat tool if you have one to dry it a little faster. That would work also. Tammy says, love this. I've been wanting to order the blending brushes. Yes, girl, you got to order those. They're so much fun to use. And like I said, I used blood. What is it called? It's blue. It's Balmy Blue. And then the Misty Moonlight, which is our new in color, and then our Gorgeous Grape. And it matches the paper. It's so pretty. Oh, I love it. Okay. Oh, hey. All right, so don't forget we have a post on this page, Creating with Kristina. It's pinned to the top where you will post your card for next week's challenge, for this week's challenge, and I'll draw next week. And the host code, don't forget the host code. If you order $50 or more, you get a free item from Sale-A-Bration. And I do have a new card class going on right now called Snailed It. And you can find that information on my blog at creatingwithkristina.com. You guys are awesome. Hey, Francine, good morning. And yes, that is Kristina with a K. Creating with Kristina with a K. You all are wonderful. Have a blessed Wednesday. And I will see you back here Friday for Fun Fold Friday. Okay, see y'all later. Bye-bye.